Hola clase! Today we are learning to do network diagrams. As usual, I will give you how to do it step by step, and then we will make an example together. Network diagrams for critical path analysis are visual representations of a precedence chart. So before I tackle one of these, I need to know how to read and how to create a precedence chart so I can work with it. Now for the how-to guide step by step, first you got nodes and you're going to number them from 0 to n in order, and you use integers there. The first node is called the source node and it's the one number 0, and the last node it's called the sink node and it's the one that is numbered with the highest number that you need to use. Then the tasks are the arcs linking the nodes, and you write them as arrows, and first you place all the non-dependent tasks out of the source node, and then you start to link all the dependent tasks according to what the precedence chart tells you they depend on. At the end, you double check that you only have one source node and one sink node, and if everything's looking alright, probably you are correct. Now let's see that in an example. They asked me to create a network diagram matching this precedence chart. And I've got the tasks only coded with letters. We don't know what this specific project is. So the very first thing is to draw the source node, number it's 0. And I see one non-dependent task, A, with a duration of 5 units of time, coming out of there. Now I see 3 tasks that depend on A, B, C, and D. So all of them are going to branch out of here, and I label them as I go. It's much easier than trying to find them later. And I put the duration in brackets as I go as well. Now, important, I don't cap any of these tasks until I actually need to. So don't put a node at the end of each arc immediately, because you may need to use them later, you don't know that yet. Instead, you keep on looking, and in this case, for example, task E depends on B. So in this case, I close it with a node, and task E with a duration of 5 gets off that node, exits the node. Now I see a task F that depends on D, and I put it exiting a new node that I write, and I number as I go, node 3. And 2 tasks depend on task C, G, and H. Now I see a task I, which depends both on E and G. So both these tasks need to enter the node from which the task I is going to exit. This is telling me that I cannot start until both E and G are finished. So I bring them together into the same node, that is going to be node 5, and then I put I. Exactly the same thing happens with J. It depends on H and F. So I make them enter both the node number 6, so J can exit that one. And at the end, there is a task K that depends on I and G, so more of the same. This is the last task, so I copied with a node, and that is the number 8. So then I double check. I only see one source node with tasks exiting but not entering, and that represents the project starting. And I double check, I go through the numbers to make sure I didn't number 2 nodes with the same number, and there is only one sink node at the end, which is the point that represents that the project finished. That's why I can only have one. So everything looks alright, and we're done. Now it's your turn to go and practice. Thanks for watching.